Well, good morning everyone. As usual with the split screen camper, nothing is easy. What started off as a small repair, got a little bit of a loose bolt on my seatbelt mount. I thought I'll have a look at that today, and what started off as a small repair has now developed into something a little bit better. Let's take a look. So as you can see, we've now got what I would class as a fairly substantial hole around where the seatbelt mount goes. You can see where the bolt used to be, and what we did have is this plate was up underneath there to give it a little bit more strength. I think it probably went that way. Underneath there we go. So that was my strengthening plate. I've broken off the welds and I've taken it all off, so we've now removed that bit. And what we're left with is a little bit of a hole there that needs a repair, and obviously a new hole drilling for the bottom mount. I've got a few little pieces there, so what we're going to do first is probably take off this seat belt roll and then continue cleaning it up. So I think I've got off as much as I can. You can see where the old steel was, so I think what we'll do now is cut out all the rot around that area in readiness for a new plate. So the hole has now grown considerably, and as we can see under here, there is another layer there. That's probably the strengthening piece for the seatbelt mount that used to be intact. As you can see from this, it's very crispy. I think this is one of them areas where the road debris and the road water gets sprayed up. So obviously this is a bit of a water trap. So just giving it a tap means that it's breaking up the rust that's formed. So instead of it being solid like it should be, that you need on a seatbelt mount, I don't think it will be up to much in an impact. This is one of them jobs that starts off as a small repair or having a look at something, and it turns into something more substantial. So after taking off the first skin, we've now found a second skin. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out as far as I can and put a new plate in there, and also clean this up and bring it up here to give it a little bit of extra strength at the back. I'm going to clean all this up, and hopefully we'll be able to get another plate made and a hole in there for the seat belt. It's not looking good. So we've now got the final cut. We've got it all back to where we should have, and we've got all good steel. Some of you will notice that we've lost a little bit of paint on this side. I'm going to be replacing the dog leg anyway on this side, as it started to go in several places. So that's going to be one of my next jobs. It's not too bad. What I'd like to do is basically take it off all the way down and refit it again. I did this about 10 years, so maybe it's time it was done again. So the next step is to cut a bit steel and fit the hole. So like anyone else that uses or repairs old cars, you will have possibly a similar box or somewhere you can store the old offcuts. So we've got quite a few bits in here. There we go. So we've got quite a few bits in here. I think this is possibly going to be the one we need, but we'll have a look. We'll take the tape measure, and maybe that one might be the right width, maybe a little bit too long. So apart from it having the rib there instead of across. Could do it that way either way, but that's going to do the job. All I need to do is flatten off the rib at either side. I'm not going to flatten off that, but I'm going to flatten off the edges so we get a nice tidy fit on the van. So what I've just done is I've had the joggler out and I've joggled around the edges to give me a raised section in the centre. Probably just about see that in the strip there. So what that'll do hopefully is bring the centre panel up and flush around the edge so we get a raised section, and this joggle is just the same width as the steel I'm using, so I should have now a raised section in the centre. But I've known what I've been doing with the van, I would have brought a joggler with a step on it, one you can step on with your foot. I've used this on lots of times on doing panels to get that little step to get it to be a flush fit. So let's try this on the van. So now we've got the panel in situ. It fits like it should do around the edge. The joggled bit will allow me to hammer and dolly around. These big clamps do come in useful every so often, but what I'm intending to do is just tack that corner in first and then make my way tack around, bring it together, and hopefully once it's done it will be secure for another period of time. So we've got a few tacks on there. Hopefully once we've gone round and do a bit of clean up, we are getting it quite close to there, so hopefully once I've ground it all off afterwards with a little wheel and detail sander, we should be able to get a good finish on that repair. So we've now got the panel tacked in. Looks a little bit better, looks a bit stronger, it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to clean off all the welds, get as much of the crap off as I can, and then get it a little bit smoother, and then we'll go around and we tack it in a little bit more. So we've now got most of the welding done, as you can see. What we're going to be doing now is mounting up where the seatbelt mount goes. So we're going to look at where that's going to go, drill a hole, get that all cleaned up, and then we'll be able to put a bit of primer on that. Like I said, this is a temporary repair until we get rid or replace the wheel arch. So we've got our first layer of etch primer on there. What I'm going to do is just drill a hole at the back here for that seatbelt mount, and then once we've done that, probably give it another coat of etch primer both here and underneath, and then we'll leave it for a day just to dry out. We'll then check over everything that we've done and we'll refit the seatbelt. So as you can see now, we've got the seatbelt firmly, securely fastened. So that section is fastened onto the back section here, the divider, and that one obviously is bolted through with that big thick plate underneath. So that complements our repair for today. Always gives me some ideas for your own projects. It sometimes takes longer than expected, but obviously it depends on what damage or what rust or rot that you find underneath. But it don't look too bad, and it'll do for the next few weeks while we get round to doing the dog leg on this side. Hope you enjoyed that today, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.